I think what we're here is like, this is the crux of trading. To me, there's two pieces, right? The technical side, which is very important, and then there's actual execution, because you can see the chart. This happens to all of us. You see the chart, you see the trade, but like making money with it, sometimes doesn't happen. So when you can do both and you can master both, that's when you really, really make the money. Now, I will say a lot of people are all about the psychology, and I disagree. I think most people just don't know how to trade. That's the reality. And so it's very easy to say there's just something wrong with you. Now, I'm not saying it's not important, but if you don't have a good strategy, you could be the Buddha, you're still gonna lose money because you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, it's like if you don't know how to trade, and it's a skill. Like you were saying, it's like playing guitar. Sure, I can give you a 90-day training on how to play guitar, but you're still not going to be Jimi Hendrix, right? No one's gonna hire you. Nobody's gonna hire you because you still suck, right? That's the reality, you suck. And it's a skill. And so you're gonna have the theory, you're gonna have the concepts, but implementing them and mastering them is gonna take time, and that's just how life is. And so I talk about this because I get a lot of people on calls. I've been training 5 years, and it's like, is the psychology? I'm like, what's your strategy? Like, they have some BS strategy. It's like, yeah, that's why you're not making money. And a lot of the hesitation, the anxiety, it's like there's still a lot of things that are unclear. So to me, that's a manifestation of a lot of times the real problem is there's something you're unclear about in the strategy. But you will reach a point, and a lot of you are getting there where, okay, you know the trade, but now you're dealing with the losses or the drawdowns, and it's just managing your emotions and the psychological part of it. So I think it's just mastering both. Because yeah, I also think if you could be really great technically, but if every time you lose, you're smashing your computer and blowing your account, you're still not gonna be making the money that you wanna make. And so I will say one of the most important things in my opinion, and I know we talked about this before, but sometimes we just need to be reminded. To me, it all starts with having consistent energy levels and like emotional stability. And to me, that starts with sleep. Because to me, it's like, if your sleep is wrecked, everything gets, like life just gets duller, right? Like things just get weird. And your emotional stability will take a dip. I know for me, like my biggest losing days, or like days where I like lose my cool, I was sleep deprived for sure. And I sure have been trading that day. I'm not saying that I don't trade if I didn't sleep well, but I'm more cautious. And I also know like we're gonna be more reactive. You're a little like, it's easier to get triggered, right? You're just irritable. And so now, of course, if you have a bad night of sleep, it's not gonna be the end of the world. But if you're consistently just not sleeping, things get bad. I know for me, and the reason I used to not trade live every morning was because of this. Because I was struggling to sleep. And so for me, my consistency emotionally was not where it needed to be to manage the pressure and everything, and just like be dialed every day. It was difficult. Because for me, it's like people are gonna copy me, and I don't want to be like leading people into a freaking blowing all their accounts, right? And so to me, it all starts here, number one. And so I'll share with you guys what I've been doing. I've been tweaking things over time. We talk about sleep all the time, so we have our Oura rings, and like we're, looking at our sleep last night. Some high was 90 something for you. What was it? 90? Yeah. 90 score with 2 White Claws and late dinner.
From if you were to evaluate me from 0 to 100, my sleep quality last night was 90. And his was 50.
Yeah,
Or
50.
60.
I'll show you.
89.
Joanna is 90 and mine was 65.
Yeah, 65 and I was 90.
I need to get one of those things. Those White Claws.
All right, yeah.
So,
Yeah, for me.
Talking about going to sleep
The what?
after having drinks.
The White Claws, yeah. Fuck you up, yeah. Absolutely.
It's not your bed, it's really warm, all those things influence, like even your heart rate. My heart rate was elevated last night, so my readiness was, so because I had 2 drinks. So instead of having a full, deep, repairing dream, or
Yeah,
sleep,
yeah,
I didn't. My body was trying to metabolize whatever I ate
Yeah.
and drank.
yeah.
So
So
90 is not a good number.
90
it is a great number.
The quality of my sleep was great.
I've never seen 90, by the way.
Well,
You've never
You have an
seen
aura?
that?
No.
Really?
Another metric for
My highest has been 84.
Really?
was 73. So
Why is that?
and the readiness was
I've gone very deep trying to figure it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Men also just fall asleep as well as women do.
Yeah.
And
Well,
my recovery index
Somebody told me that
was
it's
record.
perhaps because we're like wired to be,
That even though I slept good,
you know,
Alert.
alert.
my energy
And
was
so,
great.
yeah. So you all need. I even thought like we should get everybody aura rings, like, but a lot of you already have them. But they're fun because it kind of like makes it into a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can like
We're always
tweak.
competing. I always win.
She gonna text like, why is your score so low? What happened?
All day,
he has like the bed is like cooling, and he just like he does a lot.
Is it all the amenities? Your grounding sheets?
Yeah.
Try that?
I have the grounding sheets. I think I got some. I mean, I go really deep in whatever I'm doing, and I've tried some like. When I tell you what I've tried, you go like whatever. Like I hear, I'll test it out.
Purple mattress and pillows?
I have like it's not purple, but it's yeah, it's like
You know you have AC?
A-Sleep. I have their cooling thing,
Alright.
their pod.
Purple changed my life.
Yeah, is that the pillow that you brought?
No, I left the purple for my girls. My girls love purple. They were supposed to be for the parents.
Yeah.
And they claimed them.
Yeah,
Dude, like these things fresh on that. You don't have to flip the pillow anymore.
yeah.
Like denso.
So to me, this is where it's at. Like this has been my obsession for the last 2 years, and I'm still not at 90, but I work on this. This is what I focus on. Of course, it's not about being perfect all the time because it's gonna be impossible. I still want to have fun, but I'll share with you what has helped me like improve my sleep. The biggest one is late meals. Everybody's a little bit different, but for me, during the week at least, I don't eat past 6. I'm usually having lunch at 4. I mean dinner at 4, 5. And like lunch at 11 in the morning or 12, so after the live session, because my body just takes forever. Caffeine, I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so for me past 11 it's too late for me. Like I'm usually like before 8 or 9 in the morning. No, but there's people that drink coffee at night. I'm like, you guys are insane. Yeah. Because even if you're falling asleep, your REM can get wrecked, your REM sleep. And so your brain is not getting what it needs. Alcohol, obviously, it will wreck your sleep. Again, I'm not here to tell you don't drink. Like, I still drink. I'm not here to tell you don't do drugs. I love drugs. But, like, there's a price to pay. Essentially, that's the point.
So you drink in the morning.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, that's the secret sauce right there. So the biggest thing for me has been the meals. I still sometimes will eat out, like if you go out with people, of course it's gonna be later and that's okay. But just not consistently. At least Monday to Friday I try to be as optimized as I can. The lights is a big one. Like even last night here we're talking about the lights. They're all bright white LED. Like that's terrible for your sleep, right? And so red dim lights after dark, 1 hour before sleep, huge. Oh, is that me? I think that might be me.
That's everybody.
Oh,
It's like in sync.
I feel like we're all connected.
yeah. I think because it came from the TV, right? In terms of supplements, magnesium, glycinate. So I've tried a bunch of things. I ended up with some really basic stuff that works. Chamomile actually works. You know, I tried all kinds of things and good old chamomile works. Melatonin, only if I'm like really struggling to sleep. It's like that I need to break the cycle of insomnia. So this is, but I'm too young to be like using this supplement, so you can like cause issues. Exactly.
Right, because that one's kind of addictive, melatonin, right?
Or your brain starts secreting it naturally,
Dependence, right?
so you create dependence on it.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense if you're over 60 and you're not creating enough melatonin. Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to rely on this, but like if I have several nights where I'm not sleeping, it's like okay, it's time. Take the big guns. Sleep aid. This to me is like everything. Last night I was so hot. I couldn't sleep.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
I was like,
People's mattresses.
it was way too hot.
No, the
Really
mattress.
warm.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
It was warm. I was trying to figure out the AC situation. I was like, I don't know, it's really hot. But this is for me because I sleep really hot. And so this was a game changer. I think you can get one for like 3,000. And if you have a partner, you can like split the bed.
Yeah.
So you can have like they have their own temperature. Yeah. And so like it will analyze the ideal temperature. I love that thing. Obviously, cool room, huge. This is also huge. I realize a lot of people don't pay attention to this. I know because I said that, and like there was so many lights in that room. I'm like, oh my god. There's like modems and like the light coming through the window,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I got those little stickers that I put on.
I put on it.
Because I don't care if my power surge is working. So I put a sticker, like you can get these little stickers.
Yes.
White it out.
Mhm.
Because there's so much light that comes from those things. They're like, just like this thing.
Oh, those things?
Like there's a little light. Yeah, right here. So you just put it on that. Because this can light up a room.
Yes. And if you look at the studies, like even a little bit of light in your eyes
Yeah.
puts your brain into activity.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I have blackout curtains and I use a sleep mask. Even last night, I travel with it everywhere because you just never know. Last Airbnb I was in Sedona, they have curtains. I'm like, what is this? And it was full moon, so the light was just blasting you in the face. Yeah. Also, everybody's a little bit different. I'm definitely a light sleeper, so every little thing wakes me up. Earplugs, I've tried a bunch. I found these made out of beeswax, and so you can like mold them to your ear because like the normal ones are annoying to wear. It's like hurt. And so, well, that's one thing about Miami is loud. Right? There's like Lamborghinis blasting through and airplanes. Those wake me up. You know.
It's the bears.
The Bears in Nashville, yeah. Tracking sleep, I think is huge because you can actually see what's working. You see, oh, I had a drink. You see the dip, right? Or you ate late, and so you can start seeing making the connections. So I like Aura. I tried different ones, but like I don't like to wear things on my wrist. That's just me.
Well,
Okay.
Eat Sleep has a tracker too. Or,
8 sleep.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as reliable.
And that's kind of what I've been feeling too. I was just wondering.
I just don't know how they
Right?
capture so much data. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Supposedly there's sensors in the whole mattress.
Yeah.
but
To me,
I
this
don't
is
know how you
fairly
get
accurate.
heart rate and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And most importantly, it's like seeing how you feel in the morning. Because to me, it's like I want to be as clear, like my brain to be as clear as possible. And I personally, during the week, I usually wake up at 7:30 or just I don't set an alarm.
Yeah.
And like if I think I'm gonna need more sleep, it's just whenever, like I set up the latest I need to be waking. Obviously, everybody's life is different. Like obviously, I don't have wife, kids, or anyone to like consider or a day job. But yeah, the body is wise. The body knows what it needs, and sometimes the body just needs more sleep, right? And then I like Epsom salts every 1 or 2 weeks to clearly I struggle to sleep, so I try many things.
Really quick, I was.
Yeah,
you put
questions?
earplugs. I was gonna actually suggest this if you struggle sleeping, but maybe it might be totally different. I've been sleeping with an air filter for the last 12 years.
Air filter.
Filter, and it has like the perfect amount of white noise. So now when it's silent, I like struggle because I hear every little noise.
Yes.
And when I go camping, we camp by the creeks or little rivers. It's like the perfect. So
I
have
like
you tried
that.
that?
No.
Just like getting used to white noise, like air filters,
Yeah.
and then it filters your whole air. So
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
you're
That's
really-
true. It's not pure
Yeah,
silence.
so
Yeah.
then you're not so sensitive to noise, so you might not need earplugs.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't really like earplugs. Sometimes I use them to like
Yeah.
work,
You should try that.
but
It might be hard at first, but
yeah,
like you'll start getting used to the white noise.
might even be more natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Nature is not absolutely silent.
There's nowhere silent nature.
Yeah.
In the desert, you'll hear a little wind or something.
Uh-huh.
something.
That's a good point.
Actually, pure silence is really hard to take.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I guess, a room they built that's actually purely silent. People go crazy.
Yeah. I was yeah.
No, it's true. It's like really hard for us to handle. Like,
Yes,
no
but-
noise.
It drives me a little bit wild.
I need a little noise when I actually like I need
Yeah.
a little bit of white noise.
I don't like the fan.
No?
I don't like mechanical noises.
Well, last night I could hear the fan,
Yeah.
but it was so hot that I was like, I really wanted to turn it off, but at the same time I was like, but I'm hot. So
Right, right.
I guess I can hear every little noise in the
The
house.
little clicking.
Yeah,
So that's all these fans. I thought mine was like real.
yeah. I think most fans do that. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clicking like that, yeah, it's annoying, but I like really nice.
Mm-hmm. Like consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You have one too?
Oh, I got a good white noise.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give it a shot, see what you think.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the suggestion. But yeah, to me it's like trying to create that consistency. Because to me it's like if you're all over the place emotionally, and you're irritable that day and you're not sleeping, like your trading is gonna suffer. You're not gonna be a consistent trader. And then in the morning, I try to keep it simple: exercise, 2 milligrams of caffeine, meditation, and rapé. So you guys are gonna try it tomorrow, but it's actually really good for trading.
Yeah.
So
So you do that every day?
sometimes, or every other day, depends. I cycle it,
Yeah.
but
Is it gonna be addictive?
or sometimes I don't know. Is it addictive a little bit?
Not in the moderate doses
Yeah.
and in intentional use. Obviously, you don't want to go
Oh,
by
we do it.
multiple
Yeah.
times a day as long as you're not abusing
Yeah.
it. But it's such a small amount
Yeah.
that it doesn't create
Dependence.
addictive
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
habit forming.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
very small.
It is also not for like,
It's not nicotine, so
and it's not something enjoyable, in my opinion.
I love it.
So it's not like you're gonna, oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh.
Like how the clarity that I get after.
It's kind of like meditation.
It just
Like
like,
you do it because
yes,
it's good for you. But
yes.
it's not like super enjoyable, really.
Maybe smoke the stove.
Yeah.
It's,
I like it. It's like a nice cake. I don't know.
Yeah. You
But-
drink it? What is it?
It's you're gonna do it. They're gonna do it tomorrow, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So in the ceremony before, it's tobacco, like a powder, and it goes into your nostrils. But what it does, and when she told me this, I was like, I need it, because she was sharing about how the indigenous use it before going hunting.
Oh, nice.
It gets them grounded. I was like, yes, sounds like trading.
It's actually very similar.
Yeah.
Hunting
You're hunting, yeah.
very similar.
hmm And so, yeah, I just do it during the meditation, and even for the meditations, I'm able to go even deeper.
Where
And
did you
so-
get it?
I
Right
know.
here, she can.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
like,
sure.
are you gonna move near me?
Oh, I can ship anywhere,
Oh, it's like available.
and I
Yeah,
carry.
it's fully legal to just
Yeah,
buy
Okay.
online.
Okay.
and I get it from Brazil, Peru, Colombia. I have like 30 different kinds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just buy it from her,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
and she has like a little self-administered caripe, I think it's called. It's like a little wooden, so you can do it yourself.
Okay.
Little Coke spoon?
Do what?
Little Coke spoon?
Yes. Do. Coke on the weekends, but rapé. Yes. hmm
Yeah, yeah. Sure.
Are you still doing rapé? Because Kyle,
Well, I didn't bring it to Mexico because I wasn't sure if they would like.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be an issue.
But you were doing it for a bit, right?
But I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I do, yeah.
Mm.
I think
Did you find it was helping trading? Like
I
giving
think
more
so, yeah.
clarity?
Yeah, definitely gives you this like boost of mental health.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Because I think it's helpful, and that's why meditation is also good. That's why I went to Joe Dispenza.
Yeah,
Well, two reasons. One, you'll notice that a lot of the issues in trading is like the chatter in our heads, constantly. You know, like what about the loss yesterday and the account and PA, blah blah blah. So it's like quieting the mind, and then knowing how to self-soothe, right, which is helpful. So pre-trading and post-trading, especially if you had a rough day, and then rapé also, yeah, it just gets you in the middle.
So
grounded.
do you consider this like your pre-trading routine?
Yeah, I keep it. I don't have anything crazy because I also want to make it so that I can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to have this like insane routine. Even the sleep, like I get it's a little bit hard to have like the cooling thing, and
Yeah.
but at least I try to keep like the core basics.
Yeah.
Sleep mask, and then this basic stuff, you know, and that's it. You can do this anywhere.
Yeah, and then your actual trading is basically what you do live, right?
Yeah.
Where you like
A lot of times I'm
see
like,
the news, see the big market.
I just sat down right.
Okay,
right
you're
as
not
I'm
doing
connecting,
anything
no.
Additionally, like you're not
Uh-uh.
doing additional analysis or whatever.
Nah, I'm doing it with you for the first time. Yeah, I keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know, But I will say the sleep has been the biggest lever that in my opinion, that I can pull. Yeah. And also, it's like if you're trying to be disciplined, like we need to build discipline in all other areas of our life. And this is one of those where like it's very easy to be disciplined during the week and then wreck the weekend and then kind of like have to restart over. And so that has been one of the hardest things to, because like the world doesn't work in that way,
No,
you know?
it likes to wreck the weekend.
So yeah, yeah.
Rip my weekdays too.
And but like you notice what happens after a weekend like that, right? It's like you're starting over.
That's my biggest problem.
Yeah,
And I can tell you my biggest like exponent, like months of growth
yeah.
is when I just lock in and every day is the same.
So you do this every day?
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, hangover, no hangover, no matter what, yeah.
Always?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's that consistency that creates momentum.
Yeah.
And so,
Because, yeah, otherwise you're taking like 2 steps back or 3 steps
Yeah.
back or whatever. Yeah.
which, you know, for periods of time, it's like, at least for me, the way I do it is like you just gotta sacrifice something. A lot of times it's social life, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. But at least for me, it's like I go in seasons.
Yeah.
So it's like the next 9 days I'm gonna do a sprint. So it's like we're gonna go hard, and then there's just work,
Yeah.
and then getting sleep, and then it's just work out, work, sleep, just do that, and then that's when you have the big jumps. Of course, it's not gonna be as like you might not feel it's not sustainable
Yeah.
long term, but at least you get like that push that creates momentum,
Yeah.
and then you can like ride the momentum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You kind of normalize that level.
Yeah,
And then now you can kind of ease off.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's kind of how we're hardwired to be honest.
Because I was gonna talk about this later, but it's a concept, escape velocity, which in rockets you see it, right? Like rockets use a lot of energy to get off the ground,
Yep.
but once they're in orbit, they just cruise. It's the same with anything, and so for a lot of you, it's like the first year is gonna be like a grind, right? It's hard, and it's gonna require more sacrifice, right? But it's not gonna be like that forever.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it. But sometimes we think it's gonna be forever,
Always.
you know. But I think it's worth sacrificing a year or two.
Yeah.
Because once you're there, I mean, you could cruise. Like if you wanted to just trade an hour a day and make 20K a month, you could do it easily. Yeah. You don't need it anymore. If you want to go beyond that, maybe. But so it depends what you're trying to accomplish. Yeah. Because the whole 1 hour thing is real. I was there. It's like but the thing is, I thought I wanted that
Yeah.
until I had it. I was like, I'm bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boring. Like you're done in the morning. Like what else are you gonna do? Like how are you guys gonna sleep? I know we talked about sleep before, but like I think it's very important. That's the one thing I noticed with a lot of people.
We're so lucky with the baby. She
Yeah.
lets us sleep all night.
Yeah, how's that work for you guys?
Great.
Yeah,
The best.
yeah,
She sleeps better than both of us. Isn't it?
yeah. That's awesome.
Doesn't make
Yeah.
her pee.
Wow. Yeah. Because with kids, it's like
It's crazy the first year.
yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
But your body gets used to it. Like, yeah. I think we were on like 4 hours of sleep, 3 to 4 hours of sleep the first month.
Damn.
And then after like 2 months, it kind of got to 6 and then back to 8.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge.
Crazy.
The other thing is managing emotions. That's probably one of the hardest things that we have to master in trading. The ones that we notice the most with everybody, because we see the patterns, is timelines and expectations. It all boils down to that. We see it all the time. People just have completely unrealistic expectations, or just arbitrarily create rules in our heads. Like we made it to ourselves. And so we start saying like, I need to be passing this account in this time frame. If it happens, you know, we're gonna be upset. And I know for me, that's why prop firms are so difficult, because they use timelines, and
Yeah.
we're just really bad at managing this. And it creates a lot of disappointment. I can tell you, my trading took off the moment I just surrendered to the process, which is the lesson that you're gonna learn tomorrow. You have to surrender to the journey and not fight it. And same in trading. It's like, it's gonna take however long it's gonna take, But the more we fight, the longer it takes.
So you just don't set any timeline. You're just like, I'm just gonna do the process.
My first year was really hard. I've done a lot of things in my life, but like that was the hardest
Yeah.
thing I ever done.
And everything is driven by timelines.
Yeah.
You know, like all my
Mhm.
successes have been driven by timelines and meeting them.
And especially successful people struggle with this the most
Yeah.
because there's timelines, and I've done all this, and then they come to training and they can't do it.
Right.
And we see it all the time. And this is like the number one thing that people get stuck on, and they crash.
Yeah.
And like it's like helping them manage that. And so for me, it was just letting go of the timeline.
You just keep going.
I just said, I'm just gonna do this for the next 20 years, however long it takes. And like the moment you let go of that, it just happens so much quicker. Because you're not like looking at the clock like, are we there yet? You know? Just let it happen. Because it's all in our heads. And again, a lot of the results don't happen linear. There's a lot of times it's exponential. So like even your estimations it's not even how it works. You know, you might not see anything for 12 months and then all of a sudden, boom, 10x. So it's like, our brains don't work that way. So we see this all the time, right? With new people, and they crash and burn, and it's like their emotional struggle there is like, and it was self-inflicted. So, which is hard. That's why a lot of you like have a day job or something. It's helpful in the beginning. That's not to say that I don't set goals, right? Like I'm like, I want to make this amount of money. Well, like I'm also not gonna, like if I don't hit it, that's fine, you know. Just to see if I can crack it, but I'm not attaching any meaning to it. And that's why I suffer a lot my first year. Yeah. The what?
I'm trying to get my head around this. I struggle a lot with this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out, because, I mean, you do need a goal, because I can be very lazy too. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm just gonna go ever, and so then I don't push as hard.
Yes.
And so that's where it's like, the timelines are good for me, because it gets me going, because I am naturally extremely lazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So,
yeah, and yeah, that's not to say that we don't push.
right.
Yeah, it's like
Got it.
that might, when I let go of my goal, that didn't mean like I was still going hard every day.
Right.
It's just like I'm finding different ways to reward myself, not just whether I made the money or not. It's like, am I making progress? Did I find this trade? Did I find this pattern? Like I'm finding like a way to gamify everything. So I'm getting a reward just doing the work. And so,
Not about the money.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I know it's gonna happen.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can see that.
If you're trading out of needing the money,
It's like in a way you're like,
This is where the expectation gets intense.
you're just trusting that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't know when, but I know if I keep the intensity, it's gonna happen eventually.
Putting in the work without
Yeah.
the expectation.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Just not needing the outcome to happen yet.
The big thing for me was like having that like research, because I've been doing this for a year now. It's like I have the data to show like the money is there, like it's possible.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna work, it's gonna be fine, but just like continue to do the same thing over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
And eventually like it will pay out. So
That's why measuring I think is helpful because you can like see progress even if it's small.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm getting a little bit better,
Yeah.
and you're finding ways to like feel good about that. That keeps you in the game. But if the only thing you're gonna feel good about is once you start making money, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
So it's finding ways to reward yourself along the way.
that's why it's great, how trading, you become a better person. And so,
Yeah.
I like to think most people would enjoy becoming a better person.
Yeah.
And becoming a better version of themselves. So for me, like, that's where I enjoy that aspect of it.
And I was more excited too about like coming out of that hole that I like drug myself into than I am now about like starting to finally get paid. Like it seems like a bigger like reward to like do that than it does now. Because like I already knew this was like inevitable. But like coming out of that was like such a cool experience.
This is a win.
That challenge.
Yeah.
Like my goal is to not quit.
To not what?
It's like the gym. You
Yeah.
know, like it's not until I lose 10 pounds. It's not that when I get my BMI or body fat in X percentage. It's just don't quit for a year,
Yeah.
and then I make it another year. And yeah,
Because time flies.
works for me.
Next thing you know, it's been 2 years
Right.
and 3 years. And
then
so,
it stops becoming work. Like there's a certain point where you
No.
do enough and you're like, it's just what I do.
yeah,
It's not like when you start something, it's like a challenge every day.
Yeah.
And you're like pushing it, okay, I gotta work out or whatever. But you do it enough and you're like, I
And you start finding different things that you,
Right.
like even like if you guys run, it's like in the beginning it's hard, but then you run just because it feels good. And it's just like you like that feeling.
Yeah,
And you forget about like how hard you have to push.
right.
So like you start finding like the enjoyment in certain things that keep you in the game. And yeah, and for me it's like I find pleasure in knowing that most people are gonna quit there in that point. It's like this is when people quit
Right.
and I won't. And so I just find enjoyment in that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so yeah, you find like little ways to keep yourself long enough. That's what I think the community is helpful. So that you stay long enough to see the big results. Because most people just quit too early. Yeah, and the biggest thing for managing emotions is when you're feeling a certain ways is due to a story that we're attaching. And that's why I think like at least mushrooms and ayahuasca have been so powerful. And that's why I even wanted you guys to experience, because it can give you a new lens to look things through. Because sometimes we get stuck in a story. And so I've had a lot of clients that I see, and like for them losing is like, so many things come from childhood, right? The way they were raised, especially with parents that are very strict. I see it all the time, it's very common. It's not about the money, because they have a lot of money. It's just losing, what that means, what that triggers, and the story they've attached their entire life. And so that's really what we're dealing with in trading. It's the amount of stories that we have attached to money, what it means to make or lose money, to risk, to win or lose. And so to me, the key has been to be able to identify the story and actively create a new one. So I do that in real time. So to me, it's like a process. It's like, let's say I'm losing, a big red day, right? Which I have to. It's like I'm literally creating a story in my head about what that means. I don't know, everybody's like that, but I'm like, I know I'm creating a story, I'm feeling a certain way, let me create a new meaning that makes me feel better. Because at the end of the day, we're lying to ourselves anyway. It's not objective truth.
Right, it's perception.
It's perception anyways, so if I'm gonna lie to myself, I'm just gonna tell myself something good,
We're reframing our story.
So to me, it's reframing reality. And you do that over and over and over. And from all the people that we've trained, that have gone through the program, the ones that I see that they're able to stay positive the most, they're really good at this naturally. They just intuitively find a reason why that was good. And the ones that, like I was, going down in a spiral of depression is because for me it was like my dreams were getting ripped away. I wasn't gonna be able to provide and all these things, right? So if you have a wife or kids, now you're adding that story, that layer, right?
I think there's also like an underlying story of like scarcity mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like also, with the medicines, like even just scientifically, like psilocybin, for example, is proven to rewire, the brain and the neurotransmitters. So even like people wanting to learn new instruments or
Mm-hmm.
learn, a new skill set or language, they learn faster
Mm-hmm.
on the medicines. And I also feel like, talking about emotions and what you just mentioned, some of these stories that we tag to, taking a loss and then like revenge trading, like comes from, maybe like scarcity mindset. And I think that when we can let go of that and think in terms of abundance, like the universe finds its ways to fulfill.
Yeah.
And we're not acting on that fear of not having enough, because when we know we have enough, then we know that the ego
It won't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, because a lot of times that's what it is. It's like a belief that there won't be enough. I believe that if I lose this money, I won't have enough money, and it's the end. And I know for me, that big shift happened with my first ayahuasca ceremony. Because a lot of these things, and that's what we're talking about, it's like we understand things intellectually, but a lot of these things didn't become the truth until it was through an experience like that, where it's like, oh, this is the truth of the universe. Everybody talks about abundance and blah, 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 but like another thing is actually believing it. It's like, we know it's probabilities, we all understand that, but you still get upset that the trade didn't work, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference, is embodying the truth.
That's why I love when you say there's going to be more trades. because I often get like clocked in like, oh, I missed the trade.
Yeah.
And so like that was my opportunity for the
Mhm.
day. And so now I'm like, now I've just blown my day.
We usually take one trade per day.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Changing the strategy.
Yeah.
Here's something to take maybe 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the joker and the ego.
Yeah.
You know? The trickster on us.
Yeah. It's a bunch of traps from the ego.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it believes that there won't be enough.
Right.
And yeah, for me, it's like once I saw the truth and the medicine told me there will always be enough, it's infinite.
Yeah.
It told me, and you follow this path, there will always be enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about money anymore.
Yeah.
I trust there will always be more. I'm not scared to spend it, to lose it. It's just like digits on a screen.
I mean, it's basically just energy for you.
It is energy.
Yeah.
But before that, I didn't see it that way.
Right.
It's like, man, the only way to make money is I have to work really hard for it,
Yeah.
and if I lose it, it's gone, and I'm gonna be broke. Now, it's a completely different lens. Nothing changed except the lens that we see life through, and that alone changes everything.
Right.
The losses just don't feel the same. And so it's all different reframes, right? These are some of my favorites. You can make your own. And what the plant medicine will give you is reframe, right? You have a story, and then the medicine shows you a different perspective, and now you rewrite that story. So what was once traumatic, now could be a blessing or a gift. And so my favorite is like pain is a blessing, and we learn through pain, which is true. That's why like we hit a loss, and like, I mean, that's how you learn. So we can choose to see it as something traumatic or something terrible, something to avoid, or seeing it as the truth, which is like, that's how humans learn. Everything's happened for me. I mean, pretty much, I believe everything's gonna fall into place the way it needs to happen. And so, good or bad, there is a meaning behind this. There's a purpose. It could always be worse. I use this one all the time when I lose money. Right? It's like, you could lose it. I think somebody said it's like, at least I didn't lose as much as Helbert, you know? And I use other traders. I go on, you know, I look at Bill Ackman, who lost $1 billion, multiple billions of dollars in 1 year. I'm like, fuck, at least I didn't lose $1 billion and have to like answer to investors. It could be worse. Or at least I have a privileged life where I can afford to lose money in the market. That's a good place to be. So it could be worse. I could be back driving Uber or doing things I don't want to do, right? So
And
when,
the crazy thing with funded accounts is not even, your money.
it could be worse.
Yeah, right.
It could be worse, right? And like the blessing behind the big losses and the way I look at it is like I become desensitized to the numbers. So I'm actually grateful that I eventually have these big losses because now everything else just feels light. Like, oh, it's not as bad as that really big red day I had, so this is good. So that you create emotional anchors, right? You guys are gonna get more of this with the mushrooms, right? That's why they're so powerful. You realize that this is not everything. This 3D experience, there's more. And we just get caught up in a lot of little details that don't mean anything. And so that for me was huge. And realizing that I chose these lessons. And so if I'm struggling, it's for a reason, right? I chose this. And so this is something that I'm supposed to be learning from. That's the whole point. This is huge for me. Fulfillment comes from pursuit. Like we think, like I thought I was gonna reach Valhalla once I made X amount of dollars with trading and that was it. That was the end of the journey. But then I realized that's not even the point. The point is to continue playing the game. And it's fun because you're pursuing something. And $1 million a month is a goal, but it's not because like I need the money, but because it's fun. I wanna see how that happens, you know?
The point is growth.
Yeah.
Or how
You're
good are you
pursuing.
at something?
Yeah.
Also, like, to me, it moves me. Like, what's the greatest version of Joanna?
What does that person look like? How do they think? How do they
And
feel?
every
Yeah.
time you reach like a ceiling,
Yeah.
and you know that can be broken, and there's another one, and you never
Absolutely. Yeah. And then you realize when there's nothing to do, like it's boring.
Yeah.
Like I have this business because it's fun. Like it's fun to build something and to like go do hard things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point? And so it's like we're all trying to avoid the pain, but like that's the whole point, you know? It's like everybody's saying like, oh, but this is so hard, so difficult, trading, I have to learn. Like, yeah, like what else are you gonna do? You literally have 50 more years to go of your life, like you're just gonna sit around and do nothing. Like humans, like everything's more fun when you don't actually have it, when you're chasing the thing, right?
True.
Huh?
Dopamine.
It's dopamine. That's how it works. It's pursuit. It's like the hike is the excitement of getting to the viewpoint, and then the viewpoint lasts 5 minutes, and then it's over. And you're like, what's the next hike? So it's like,
When I say dopamine like accelerates just thinking about planning for it, you know, getting to it, it actually peaks before you actually experience it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'll never retire. I don't believe in retirement or not doing anything, because that's when you die. You have nothing to look forward to. The whole point is to build things, create things until the day we die. And the day you stop is the day you stop living. And so that's the point. It's like we can suffer all the way as we're becoming profitable, or just know that this is going to be forever. And instead of fighting the process, just surrender to it.
And enjoy it.
And enjoy it. It's fun. Like we're growing.
That's all there is.
And so with the plant medicine, it's just reframing all the stories that perhaps are keeping us stuck around money, relationships, whatever it is. It's just reframes, new stories. That's the game. So to me, this is the most important skill in trading, is reframing reality. I think we can end there. How do you guys feel?
Great.
Yeah?
This was
Are you gonna share this with the Sedona vault?
Yes.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, so I put together a course on Kajabi for you guys. All the recording, everything's gonna be up there.
Yeah, thanks for that presentation.
Right. Yeah.
Hope you guys make more money. We'll do a follow-up for next retreat. See where you guys are at.
Something with the beach.
Do what?
Something with the beach.
Something with a beach. I think that'll be cool.
Bali.
Oh, what happened with my...
Carmel by the sea.
There you go.
Do what? Yes. I'm like trying to stop the recording.